Hi friends, just a super quick update. We're doing a vlog update today on my winter rig. We'll look at the pedal board, the amp in the box solution that I'm using, and my favourite guitar. Please subscribe and like. I also have an Instagram. If you like any of the things on here today, I've got Amazon affiliate links. Follow that if you're interested. And we're going to be doing a rig rundown for 2025 this year with my pedal board and some stuff that I like to use. So first of all, number one guitar is the Gold Top P90s Gibson Les Paul tribute model, acquired through a trade. Absolutely love this guitar. And moving on to the rig, let's have a little look at this then. So moving on to the rig then, so we've got my input just goes straight into this Origin Effects stacked edition. I have my settings all put here, so there we go. That's my clean sound. So the Origin Effects is the first part of the signal chain. Following that, we're going into my EQ pedal over here, and I use the EQ pedal just to drop a little bit of low end off and boost a little bit of high mids. So this is my guitar. So what it's doing is it's making it sound a little bit more like a single coil guitar. I know what you're thinking. These P90 pickups are single coils. They are, but they're not in the same way that a Fender Stratocaster single coil is. So when it's time to play a funky rhythm track, I like to use that EQ just to scrub off some of the low end, and it just behaves a little bit more like it should really on a funk track. So that's my that's how I've got that set. After that, we're going into my King of Tone. I love the King of Tone. It's just awesome. So that's with my normal sound. I must say at this point, my amp here is the Woodrow, so I'm using the Woodrow as my main amp. I'm using the Celestion. Sometimes I use the Celestion. Sometimes I use the 4x10. Here's the 4x10. Nice. It's just a little bit punchier than the Celestion. Yes, the Celestion 4x12, which is like a Marshall cab. It's got a real nice tone, but it's a little bit thick. It's a little bit soft. Let me just put this the gain on. That's really cool. It's really transparent, you know. If I'm going through this, wonderful, and it lends itself to stacking. I've got a boost here. Gives me that. I use this to get to the edge of breakup for rhythm tracks. What I don't use it for is my overall boost. That's taken care of on the Woodrow, because the Woodrow's got the boost function there, so I can make it sound like a boost if I want to. Anyway, that's the King of Tone. The next pedal that we go into is the Zen Drive. Going for the Robin Ford vibes. So I use that for lead, you know, nice lead breaks over something clean, very soulful. You know, it's supposed to sound like a Dumble amp. After that, I'm going into the Glove. So the Glove gives me instant Marshall stack sound. I like the Glove because it's got an 18-volt switch that just really gives you all this big headroom. It sounds massive, especially through an amp simulator like what I'm using here with the UAFX. It's great with a modeler. It works great with an amp as well. And it's just that little bit more pokier. It's an electro harmonics pedal, by the way, which, you know, they're wonderful things, aren't they, those things? Then we're going into this, the Proteins. The Proteins probably my favourite sounding drive pedal. It's somewhere between the King of Tone, the Tai Ji Drive that I've got there. It's still like a similar kind of circuit. It's a blues breaker circuit on this side, but it just has a little bit more mid-range. And then I've got the Noble sound here. Not quite as bass heavy as the Nobles. I'm loving my Nashville music at the moment. I've got a nice Telly style guitar that I'm using on some things, so it's pretty cool for that. Next, we go into the main event, which is this. This is the HXFX. Great bit of kit. I've had it for years, and I love it. So, I've been using it here. Musically, I'm very interested in slide guitar. So here's my slide. This is a Joey Landreth signature slide. Love it. Been taking some lessons on Truefire about slide. And this is for like playing behind the slide. So here's one of the things. Using this pedal. There you go. So I just use it to try and play like aerial posing, which is more of an aerial poser right now. I'm trying to get there. We're all on a journey. And then things like this. So my main setup is here for some of the gigs I've got. So I've got a wah-wah. I mostly use wah for rhythmical parts, more so than solos. Dual pitch is great. Liquefier's my chorus. And then I've got a long delay and a short delay and a little boost. But I also have a boost on the Woodrow. Sometimes I just change that out depending on what gig I'm on. Got quite a few different gigs this January into March, so this rig will do it all without me having to swap pedals around. I've been really into my Klon copy and combining that with other stuff like tube screams and things. I'm currently making a Klon using a soldering iron and a little kit that I bought. So there'll be an update on that. Right now I've started making a fuzz face. I've done that and I've burnt bits of the PCB. Should work, but I'm just learning to solder properly, and it's important that I get the clon right. So I'm started with a fuzz and I'm working my way up to it. So that's the main part of the rig. I'm just going to show you a little feature that people ask me about when I go and do gigs, and sometimes it's because the keyboard player doesn't want to rehearse, and it's this. It's my organ sound that I made. Okay, so here it is. You get the picture. So how do you make one of these then? Let's have a look. So right now I've got a few different pedals on. So this is a tube drive, and the tube drive is there to give it some gain. You can also use a clon. I've done it with the Centaur as well. It's got a nice upper headroom piece going on with that, so you can use that as well to get an effective kind of just a slightly driven sound. I was watching something last night and Highway Star came on by Deep Purple. The organ sounds mega with the riffs, but it kind of reminded me of that. I've got a dual pitch. Let's have a look at the way that's set up. The intervals on the dual pitch are as follows. You're at +12, the sensor on 0, and your delay is at 0 milliseconds. Interval 2 is at -12 with the same middle sense, so it's at 0 cents. No second delay, and the V2 levels all the way up. Note that it's halfway in the mix, this is. Crucially, there's a rotary speaker, like a Leslie speaker. I've assigned it to the foot switch, so that my expression pedal here can alter the speed of the rotary. That's really important for an authentic organ sound. Drive about halfway, horn about 2/3, and the drum about halfway. That's it. So by doing that you can make an organ. So finally, there's the Woodrow. I've done a whole video on the Woodrow. I'm still loving it. It's still great. I think once I've built this clon pedal, I'm going to make myself a 5E3 amp, because I do get obsessive about things. So I'm probably going to want to make one of those, and then once I've made that, I'll want to make a basement, and it'll just keep going until I've got a house full of amps and the kids get annoyed with me. So there you go. A little update on my rig. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got updates going on all the time and interesting stuff about gear and playing and doing the music thing that we all love. See you next time.